Hello. This is a painting that I found in an antique shop. It's obviously pretty old, and I found this. It's been about 10 years ago. Unfortunately, I had it on the wall in the hallway, and my dog was jumping on me anyway. I banged into it with my shoulder and knocked it down, and it broke the glass. And as you can see, it's an odd piece of glass, so I haven't had a chance to get it repaired. But I didn't know what it was. I saw it in the antique shop and I liked it immediately. I knew the figure in the middle was, of course, Jesus. There's somebody else there. I don't know if that's Mary Magdalene or who that is. The woman towards the left. There's a frail and infirm man there in the lower left. As you can see, he's not clothed very well. And then there's Jesus talking to this man that's well dressed. And he has kind of a look of disbelief on his face, or I don't know what the word would be, but he's not a happy camper. So I didn't know what this was, and I took it to a Roman Catholic priest. He took a photograph of this and sent it to one of the church scholars. And turns out this is a depiction of the parable of the rich man, in which God warns that, or Jesus teaches that a rich man is going to find it nearly impossible to enter the kingdom of heaven. So this is probably a very good message for our society today, and for many modern preachers that are living lavish lifestyles and building themselves big kingdoms here on earth. And I do listen to a lot of them on the internet. I try to pick up things, and I'm not looking for things to complain about when I watch them, really, but typically as I watch them, sometimes it takes a couple of years before I'll find out, there's some teaching or something that is not copacetic. And I'm not a big fan of the modern Christian movement with the rock concerts and people jumping up and down. When you jump up and down in a circadian rhythm, which means a rhythm similar to your heartbeat, which is approximately 60 beats a minute, you'll notice certain religions, they'll sit on the ground and they'll bow up and down at that 60 rate per minute. And that's known to put people into a trance state. And anything that takes you out of your conscious mind is not good. God gave you a conscious mind for a reason. And that's what makes you a human being, largely. But you'll see this in these modern churches too. They'll have rock concerts. They'll have laser beams shooting all over. I've even heard stories that some preachers will put machines in there, ionic machines or something in there to kind of give the atmosphere in the church a different presence or feeling for the people that are in the church. But they'll have these concerts and they'll get this loud music, and they'll have their laser beams going, and they'll sing. The words of the song are not necessarily bad, but they chant them over and over. They sing them over and over. And the congregation, usually the young kids, not children, but young teenagers and young adults. And these adults, they will jump up and down. But you can see Jesus in this picture is trying to explain to the rich man that this person needs help. He needs money. He's poor, he's infirm. And he's trying to explain that the infirm poor man is the one that's going to heaven here, and he cannot keep his current lifestyle and make it into the kingdom of heaven. So anyway, yeah, but these kids, they get in there and they sing these rock concerts. They jump up and down. You'll notice they jump at about 60 jumps per second, which, the loud music, the chanting, the lasers, the jumping up and down, all would be, tend to put a person into a trance state, which would make you more open to demonic possession, by the way. So anyway, this is a message I wanted to pass on for anybody that runs across this video and is attending these modern churches. But this is a very old painting here, showing one of Jesus' teachings that goes against a lot of what you're seeing on TV. A lot of these preachers nowadays are promising you that, if you send this certain amount of blessings or money, blessings are going to come your way. You're going to get health, and you're going to get rich, and everything's going to be all this positive thinking, and all is going to... No, this parable right here is proof that that's a false teaching. And all these churches, these modern churches that are following that teaching, are, of course, they're getting rich, but it's not going to end up. It says in there, do not be deceived. In the end time, there'll be many people that are deceived. And I imagine some of the preachers that are doing it are deceived, but they're getting rich in the process, probably taken over by some kind of demonic force themselves. They give them the power and the ability to preach like they do. This is no accusations against any particular preacher, but just a general warning to our current modern society that this goes back. This is obviously not a modern photograph. This comes out of the past, but it's part of the way I was taught when I grew up. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the video.